Well, hello everyone and welcome to Bookmas Day 5. You guys have already read the title and thumbnail, so let's just jump into some new releases that I'm excited for in 2026. I just want to start off with a huge disclaimer that if the publication dates as well as the generalized summary of each of these books is not exactly spot on, that it's because they just keep changing, okay? And these are the dates that I currently have as the day that I'm filming this. I'm currently filming this on Monday, December 8th. So as of this current moment, these are the publication dates as well as the summaries of each of these books, but they could change. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the list. I have 12 books. I will also give a disclaimer that one of them technically is coming out at the end of this month, but I still wanted to talk about it, so. I have all of these books listed out in order of when they will be published. Again, the dates could change, I don't know, but anyways, jumping in, our first book we're going to talk about is In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. This is the fourth book in the When in Rome series, which I absolutely adore from Sarah Adams. This is supposed to be published on December 30th, 2025. Now I know, technically, like I said just now, this is happening at the end of this month in the year of 2025, but I still wanted to talk about it, okay? I'm really excited. Some of the tropes that I could find for this book are it's a small town romance, it's a brother's best friend, a workplace romance, as well as a slow burn. And from that alone, it sounds right up my alley. The little blurb thingy that I was able to find as well is when a burnt out chef returns to Rome, Kentucky to reset her life, she unexpectedly ends up working for her brother's best friend, the man she's once promised herself she'd never fall for. Between small town charm, simmering chemistry, and the reopening of old wounds, she discovers that sometimes coming home is exactly what your heart's been dreaming of. I believe this is the fourth and final in this series, and I've been waiting for this exact story, truly. The second book on our list is And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. This is the second book to the Heartstrings series. This is set to be released on February 24th of 2026. So this is going to be the second to First Time Caller, which was phenomenal. The tropes I was able to find for this was enemies to lovers, or really, it would be more like loathed to lovers, forced proximity, a grumpy sunshine, and a workplace romance. This sounds, again, so cute. The little blurb I was able to find for this book is a cautious radio forecaster and a thrill-seeking field reporter are forced to team up during a major snowstorm. What starts as a competitive banter turns into a slow burn tension as they learn that the forecast for their future together might be warmer than expected. This sounds so good, and I am so excited for this book. Third book on our list is Just Friends by Haley Pham. This comes out March 3rd, 2026. Haley Pham is a very well-known booktube / just YouTuber on the internet. I'm sure you've heard of her. I've been watching her videos since well before she was with Ryan Trahan. I was probably in early middle school maybe. I think she's only a couple years older than I am, but I've been watching her since she was a kid and when I was a kid as well. And so it's exciting to see her become an author. So I'm really excited about this release. The tropes for this book I have is childhood friends, a second chance romance, one kiss changed everything, and forced proximity. It sounds really, really cute. The little blurb is childhood best friends Blair and Declan ruined everything with just one kiss a year ago. Now reunited in their coastal hometown and working in the same coffee shop, the two must confront their lingering resentment, buried feelings, and the question neither has ever been brave enough to answer. Can just friends ever be enough for when you're still in love? This book sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. I've heard a little here and there of people who were able to read this early, that it wasn't very good, but we shall see for ourselves when we eventually read this book. Number 4 on my list is Were I Bad Idea, Right? By K.L. Walters. This comes out March 31st, 2026. K.L. Walters is the author of The Summer of Broken Rules, as well as Maybe After Midnight. I read another one recently from her as well, and I really enjoyed it. So the tropes for this book is rivals to lovers, fake dating, a beach town romance, and forced proximity. The blurb I was able to find is two lifelong rivals, the golden boy of the beach town and the girl who's always challenged him, find themselves thrown together during one chaotic summer wedding season. As they fake date to survive meddling families and old memories, they begin to realize the worst idea they ever had might actually be falling for each other. This sounds absolutely phenomenal. I cannot wait to read this book. It sounds so good. Are you kidding me? Number 5, we have The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez. This is the second to Say You'll Remember Me, which I have not currently read yet. This book will be coming out on March 31st, 2026. The tropes I could find for this were a second chance meeting, as well as a fate or intertwined paths, and the one magical night connection. The little blurb says, a chance encounter during a power outage leads two strangers to spend one unforgettable night together, talking, laughing, sharing secrets they've never told anyone. When daylight brings reality crashing in, they walk away, only to collide again months later in the last place either expected. This heart-wrenching sequel explores timing, fate, and the courage to choose love twice. Abby Jimenez books just always sound so good. I'm really hoping that by the time this comes out, I have read Say You'll Remember Me, but we'll see what happens, okay? Number 6 on this list is Our Perfect Storm by Carly Fortune. This book's release date currently is May 5th of 2026. The tropes are friends to lovers, forced proximity, second chance friendship, and a summer romance. I'm very excited. This sounds very exciting. So the blurb I have is, best friends Frankie and George travel to a lakeside retreat to mend the rift that's been pulling them apart. Forced into close quarters by storms, both literal and emotional, they confront long-buried feelings and the truth about what they mean to each other. A nostalgic, romantic second chance story about the thin line between friendship and forever. This sounds so cute. I have just recently been getting into Carly Fortune's books, and so I'm looking forward to it. Ooh, number 7 is one I'm really excited about. This is The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by Lori Gilmore. This is the 6th book in the Dream Harbor series, which is crazy. The current release date is May 19th of 2026, which again seems insane that she just had one of them come out in September and we're already getting another one not that long after. That's crazy. The tropes I have for this one is, of course, a small town romance, opposites attract, a grumpy / chaotic kind of situation, and very cozy vibes, because of course the Dream Harbor series is just all around cozy vibes. I'm so excited. Let's read the blurb. Dream Harbor's annual flower show brings competition, chaos, and unexpected romance when a meticulous florist is paired with the town's charming but disorganized landscaper. As they race to create a show-stopping exhibit, sparks fly and they discover that love, much like flowers, blooms best with a little sunshine and a lot of patience. This sounds right up my alley. I have really enjoyed all of the books in the Dream Harbor series, so I'm very, very excited for this one. Number 8 may or may not be one of, if not my most anticipated read of 2026, and that is Fever Dream by Elsie Silver. This is the first book in her Emerald Lake series that she's just starting. The current release date is May 19th of 2026. The tropes I was able to find for this book is a forced proximity, a grumpy hero, a very healing romance, and a remote small town setting. The blurb I also have is, when a former Olympic skier retreats to Emerald Lake to escape the spotlight, she crosses paths with a rugged lodge owner hiding wounds of his own. A storm traps them together, igniting a chemistry neither can ignore. But fame, fear, and past mistakes threaten to melt this fragile connection growing between them. A moody, atmospheric, new small-town romance series starter. This sounds really good, and I'm sure I'm going to love it because it's Elsie Silver. So, number 9 is The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston. The current release date is June 23rd of 2026. The tropes I have for this one is a whimsical small town, a grumpy sunshine, slow burn, found family, and a healing romance. The blurb I have written down for this book is, after inheriting her grandmother's overgrown garden, a hopeless romantic returns to her childhood hometown to rebuild what was lost, both in the soil and in her heart. With the help of a grumpy botanist who would rather talk to plants than people, she discovers healing, community, and the love that grows slowly, then all at once. I'm interested to see what the magical realism element Ashley will put into this book is going to be. I am so excited. Simply just so excited. Number 10 is Heartstopper Volume Number 6 by Alice Oseman. I am so excited. The release date for this is July 2nd, 2026. The tropes for this entire series, for the most part, is a coming of age, an LGBTQ plus romance, emotional growth, and a lot of like we're growing up kind of talk, I guess. I don't really know how to explain that. This is going to be the final volume of Nick and Charlie, and I'm really sad about that. My blurb says, the final volume follows Nick and Charlie as they face the biggest transition of all, building a life together after school. With university decisions, big emotions, and the reality of adulthood approaching, the two must navigate change while holding on to the tender, hopeful love that brought them this far. I am not ready for this series to truly be over yet. Like, it is so sweet. It is so good. It's an entire graphic novel series about these cute boys who fall in love, and it's just so cute. And the show on Netflix is phenomenal. Simply phenomenal. Number 11 is Adversary to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Meyer. I don't really know. I don't know. This is, of course, Assistant to the Villain number 4. I believe this will be the final one, but I don't know. I could be wrong. The current release date is August 4th of 2026, which I definitely think could change just because, like, sometimes it's so far out that it could definitely change. The tropes I was able to find about Adversary to the Villain was, of course, enemies to lovers, forced alliance, morally gray romance, magical rivalry, and tension-filled banter. The blurb I have written down is, the villain has finally met his match, a new adversary whose wit is as sharp as their magic. Forced into an uneasy alliance to stop the rising threat, the two dance between rivalry and reluctant partnership. As danger mounts, lines blur, loyalties shift, and the villain must face the one opponent capable of defeating him. Someone he might actually care about. This entire series is so freaking good. I am desperate to get my hands on this book as soon as possible. Genuinely. Please, please. I just need to know what's going to happen with this story and these characters. I'm dying. And the last and final, number 12, we have Grim Tidings by B.K. Borison. This is the second book to Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, which came out this year. The current release date is September 1st of 2026. I will come out and say that this book definitely didn't look officially announced to the world fully yet. But right now, that's what it says, okay? The tropes for Grim Tidings I was able to find was, of course, a paranormal romance, second chance tension, partnered investigation, grumpy sunshine, and a small town mystery. The blurb I was able to find is, when a string of strange hauntings hit a small lakeside town, a practical, no-nonsense heroine teams up with the charming paranormal investigator she swore she'd never work with again. Their investigation leads to ghostly mysteries, buried town secrets, and the rekindling of chemistry they both tried to forget. This sounds so cute. I am ecstatic. By the time you guys are seeing this, you will have known that I already have read Good Spirits, the first book in this series, and so I am really looking forward to the continuation of this story. Like, I'm really intrigued to know what else is going to happen with this, like, paranormal world she's built so far. So anyways, friends, there is 12 new releases for the year of 2026 that I am really, really excited for. I cannot wait to make all the reading vlogs imaginable. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to put on those post notifications so you get a notification the next time I post. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Toodles! Like 700 videos. My voice is gone.